Hey guys, it's Ogs here. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Today we're gonna discuss about a very controversial topic in the community, which is the Lone Army. And right now everybody is asking for Billy Gilmour to be recalled back at Chelsea Football Club because he's not having playing time at Norwich City. I've already made few videos about it. I even did a watch along Norwich City against Leeds United because I wanted to see if Billy Gilmour was gonna play. That is a long story. So Billy Gilmour not playing at the moment. It's been almost a month now that he's not, playing, or he's gonna have like 10 minutes here and there. It's not enough for him. But at the beginning of the season, he started very good. He was pretty much man of the match every single game. Fact, you know how I know it? Because I do watch along. And I subscribed to Norwich City TV. I'm paying money every month so I can watch Billy Gilmour. I love the guy. That is my own boy. Everybody knows about it. So I know a little bit more about Billy Gilmour at Norwich City than people who just jump on the topic and talk without any evidence. You know what I mean? So he started very good, starting every single game. And then Norwich City, after maybe the 5th or the 6th game, because remember it's only 9 games into the season, so still a lot of games to go, right? So 9 games, but we are not happy because he's not having playing time. But he played 5, 6, I don't remember, full games before getting benched by the manager. My theory is that Billy Gilmour is victim of the Lone Army. Victim because why? Chelsea will loan out somebody so he can get playing time, right? Can get more experience, because he won't be able to get the same amount of minutes at Chelsea Football Club. The club that's taking our players on loan are getting that players to help them for one thing. They don't care about developing you. If they have their own youngsters from the academy or from somewhere who is doing good, they will prefer to play that player instead of somebody that they're gonna have just for 1 year. If that makes sense to anybody, they don't care about development. But Chelsea care about development of their loanees. You know what I mean? So that is a problem that been there for years, and we've been victim of it. Mason Mount was struggling in Holland at Vitesse, not because he wasn't good, just because they wanted to give more chance to another guy that was coming through the rank, who is going to stay with the club for years instead of Mason Mount. Only rare cases that we'll see our player go on loan and have playing time every single game. You know what I mean? If you look at I can go on and on. I'm not gonna give an example because it's gonna be a 2-hour video. I want to make a point here. So for people who say that Billy Gilmour is not good, that's why he's on the bench, think again. Champions League winner, he deserves a lot of respect. He's better than anybody in that team. The problem is Norwich City quickly realized that they're not gonna make it in the Premier League, so they don't need Billy Gilmour anymore. It's a good business model for Norwich City to go up and down. I explained to you why. Because you're gonna say, oh, how that is good, getting relegated is good. Yes, it's very good, because the first year that you are relegated to the championship, you get the same amount of money as if you were in the Premier League. The FA is going to give you the same amount of money so you can cope with high salary from the Premier League, because when you go down, you still have the same some of the players, right, from the Premier League on high wage. So the FA or whatever organization it is are going to pay you the same amount of money so you can cope with that situation. So for Norwich, they're gonna sell the big earner in the team, so they get money from selling their best players, and then they got the money from the FA, so the owner is happy. The club is going to fight again and come back to the Premier League. Simple common sense. So they quickly realize that they are going to the championship anyways. So why continue with Billy Gilmour, who is going back to Chelsea Football Club? Let us prepare already our life in the championship by giving an opportunity to our own academy product instead of Billy Gilmour. Simple common sense. So now people are flip-flopping. Let me tell you what, when Billy Gilmour went to Norwich City on loan, I didn't see any message or anything on social media suggesting that they were not happy. Everybody pretty much was happy. We were saying, yeah, we have Saul Niguez, Ruben, Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic. Okay? You have also Reece James, who can play in the midfield. You have Chalobah, who can play in the midfield. Remind me in the comment if I forgot somebody. So many of them in that midfield. Do you really think that if we kept Billy Gilmour, he was going to have playing time? Think about it. We were all happy. The question is, was the Norwich City the right club for Billy Gilmour? For me, back then, yes. I wanted him to go to Norwich City because they play attacking football, tiki-taka, and he's going to learn a lot. Billy is a very progressive football player. He always plays progressive football, just like Fabregas. So I was so happy, and I saw many big accounts very happy. But now everybody tried to deny as if they didn't want to see Billy Gilmour go on loan to begin with. Come on, people. Let's be honest here. And Thomas Tuchel came and said, oh, he wanted to go and have playing time and he need to fight for his place. Kind of making it sound like we needed to keep him, but Billy decided to go. I'm not going to listen to the PR communication from our manager. That is exactly what he said about Tammy Abraham and about other players. But let's face it, Billy Gilmour is too good to be a fourth choice, or just in case. We have so many games during the season. The season is long. You're gonna have your chance. He's very good to be in that position. And for any young player, that is a very uncertain situation to be. You want to develop, you go somewhere where you can play. The problem is you are not guaranteed to play because depend on the manager, depend on the circumstance you're going to find in that club. Look at this guy here, Conor Gallagher, right? Everybody is happy now because he's having playing time. But if he was on the bench, the same expert we're going to say, we knew that he was not going to play. Everybody knows everything when we already have fact and evidence in hand. Before that, nobody knows. We always knew when we have already evidence on the table. We all were happy. I'm happy. I am not going to flip-flop. Maybe it was a bad loan, but Norwich City kind of played with our mind. We have to recall Billy Gilmour from the loan army. And Thomas Tuchel sent our youngsters to his friends' teams. You know, Armando Broja went to Southampton because Thomas Tuchel is friends with Ralph, right? Billy Gilmour went to Norwich City because he's friends with Daniel Fox, right? Tino Anjorin went to Russia because that manager in Russia is a very good friend with Thomas Tuchel. So he pretty much wanted the loan to happen so they can play football in his friends' clubs. What is the problem? I don't know. So I hope that somebody learned something about the reality behind the loan army. Not necessarily that a player is poor, but it's because of the circumstance in the team that we are loaning them to. Ethan Ampadu, okay, in Germany, every time he was on the field, man of the match, fact, but only played a handful of games, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there. But keeping them at Chelsea Football Club to develop is not the solution. You are not going to develop on the bench. I was a player. I got money paid in a lower division to play football. I know what I'm talking about. It's very easy to say, oh, you need to stay around big names to develop and learn from them. You don't learn from big names. You're going to learn maybe the way to behave, the professionalism, coming early, leaving late. All those lifestyle of a high-level athlete. You're not going to learn football from watching from the bench. No, it's not going to happen. The only way you can learn is to play a real football game and then make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. You can train with Thiago Silva for 10 years. You're not going to get in his level if you don't play a real you don't play games. The real games, make mistakes and try to apply what Thiago Silva taught you in theory. Does that make sense? So I'm not going to buy into the, oh, look at Foden. That is the example that people want to give us. Look at Foden. Okay, name me another player that developed sitting on the bench beside Foden. Nobody. Okay, but Foden, for me, Phil Foden is way behind his development because he stayed on the bench at Man City. He's in the Mbappe, Messi level. What I mean by level is that there are certain kids who are so good in a very early age. So Foden, if he played for another team that gave him a chance to play football games, he was going to be in the conversation of the Ballon d'Or now. Yes, he's doing good after waiting I don't know how many years. Now he's doing good, but he's late. Yeah, that is the example that everybody is going to say. Sancho, if he stayed at Man City, waiting, learning from big names, he was not going to be the Sancho that we know today. Haaland, everybody, you stay and you learn from Messi, Ronaldo, it's not going to make you a good player. You have to play games. But the narrative is going to tell you that, oh, sometimes you have just to stay around and learn from big names. No, I played football. I know what I'm talking about. Those are just narratives and theories. Anyways, guys, good luck to Billy Gilmour. Should we recall him? Yes, if he doesn't play games, and loan him away because he's not going to play. He's not going to play ahead of Ruben, ahead of Saul Niguez, ahead of Kante, ahead of Jorginho, ahead of Kovacic. He's way behind them. How the hell are you going to convince me that Billy Gilmour need to stay in the Chelsea team and learn from the bench? No, Billy Gilmour is too good for that. Fabregas started playing in the Premier League at the age of 16, 17. Regularly. Rooney, the same. But for some reason, some theories are telling us that our own kids need to sit on the bench and wait and hope that somebody got injured. For Billy Gilmour to get in the Chelsea team, he needs Kante injured, Jorginho injured, Kovacic injured, Ruben injured, Ross Barkley, Saul Niguez, Reece James, even Chaluba. Come on, let's use a little bit of common sense here. And let's just drop our egos, right? Let's drop our egos and use common sense sometimes. So Billy Gilmour, recall him back at Chelsea Football Club, but loan him immediately somewhere else where he can play. There is no guarantee that he's going to play, but at least he's going to have some playing time. That was my opinion, and I don't have to, I'm not asking you to believe in me. You can believe on whatever you want to believe because of our egos. Sometimes we don't want to admit the fact because we don't want to be wrong, even if something doesn't make sense. We continue to believe on that thing because of our egos. But it is what it is, man. I'm out.